Stop. Stop. Okay, how would you rate your driving out of 10?
10. An 11. Oh, I messed up, you know.
Still 11 out of 10?
No.
Right guys, today's learner driver tells me he's had 0 driving lessons and he has learned to drive with his dad but never actually had a driving lesson.
Yep.
Yeah? So go on, tell me, like, so from scratch you've just done lessons with your dad?
Yeah, just with my dad, you know.
Okay. And have you got a test booked or anything?
I've got my Fury this month.
Okay.
Yeah.
And do you think you covered everything with your dad?
Yeah, I think I have, yes.
Okay, and you feel ready for the test?
Yeah.
Okay, how would you rate your driving out of 10?
10. An 11.
Okay, right. Okay, just to let you know, I've never met Ryan before. This is his friend Suppan, who's I've just met him at the tram station. And any of you that do want to take part in one of these mock tests, just drop us a message on Instagram at DJN Driving. Right then, Ryan, ready? Any questions?
Nope.
Right, move off whenever you're ready. So I'm not going to help you out.
Yep.
Yeah, if you do make any faults, we'll talk about them at the end of the test, yeah? Do you know how many serious faults you're allowed on your test?
Is it 2?
0.
0? Okay.
Okay. You're allowed minors. You're allowed 15 minors.
15 minors, okay.
Right, move off when you're ready. At the end of the road, turn left, please. Before signalling, Ryan doesn't check any mirrors. Because he's not had a driving lesson with an instructor, he's probably not heard about the mirror signal maneuver routine. And because it happened every time, I've marked it as a serious fault rather than pointing out the same fault again and again. Another habit you'll notice is how he keeps one hand on the steering wheel. You won't fail your driving test for this as long as you keep good control, but I'd always advise to keep both hands on the wheel. The distance he kept when passing parked vehicles was good throughout the test. And at this roundabout, if you could go straight ahead, take the second exit.
No worries.
This is Ryan's first roundabout. He selects the wrong lane on approach. Usually I would mark this as a serious fault, but I've marked it as a minor. The reason for this is because of these new markings. This used to be an arrow pointing to the right, which has recently changed to a straight ahead arrow. This doesn't mean you can use this lane for straight ahead, because as soon as you enter the roundabout, this lane is clearly for turning right. Me personally, I think this is confusing, but apparently, according to the DVSA, you're essentially travelling straight through the curve of the roundabout in that lane until you exit. Also, a right arrow may confuse drivers into going around the roundabout the wrong way. Like I said, I don't agree with it, but who cares what I think. And after entering the roundabout, Ryan realises he's in the wrong lane and carries out good mirror checks before changing lanes. Notice how Ryan rushes for the clutch as soon as he notices the traffic ahead. This is what we call coasting. Always slow down with the brake first and then use the clutch before stopping. Ryan positions too close to the pavement. And if you could park up anywhere safe on the left, please. Here, when parking up, he positions too close to the vehicle in front, which causes him a bit of trouble when moving off. Thank you, and move off when you're ready. When moving off, Ryan carries out good observations and selects a safe gap before moving off. But because of the vehicle in front, he also has to look out for oncoming vehicles. He should have waited until it was safe from behind and in front. He decides to move off when the vehicle behind is quite close. He should have waited. From here now, just follow signs to Warsaw for me, please.
Also,
Yeah. In general, Ryan was pretty good on roundabouts. He seemed confident when choosing a safe gap to enter and showed good lane discipline. I noticed that his friend Suppan wasn't wearing his seatbelt. Remember, anyone aged 14 and over is responsible for their own seatbelt.
Do me a favour, it's probably belt on. You've had a driving lesson yet, someone, have you? Okay.
what's he doing? What, putting his seatbelt on?
He's trying.
Perfect.
Okay, at this roundabout now,
Yep.
turn right and take the third exit, please.
Yep.
Done? No.
Again, this roundabout, Ryan enters well and shows good lane discipline.
And if you could park up anywhere safe on the left, please.
When parking up, Ryan clips the curb. Here's another example of coasting, putting the clutch down too early on the approach to this right turn.
Take this next turning on the right.
He gets a good position which allows the traffic behind to pass. Now I'm going to ask Ryan to do the emergency stop. When doing this, you must have both hands on the wheel, but Ryan already has a habit of driving with one hand. His reaction and braking wasn't too bad, but after stopping, he didn't secure the car with a parking brake. This is something you must do after the emergency stop.
Okay, shortly when I should do the emergency stop. Stop. Okay, and move off when you're ready, please. Turn right. Have you done that before?
No, never yet.
And park up on the left, please, just before this blue car.
Here I'll be asking Ryan to do the parallel parking maneuver. There were two serious faults during this maneuver.
Okay, and do the reverse parallel parking maneuver now, using that blue car, yeah? So pull up next to it, and then park fairly close to the curb, and you can leave just about this space actually. You can, well, finish a little bit closer than this, yeah? You don't finish dead close to that car.
Right.
When moving off, he forgets to check the right blind spot. Whilst reversing, he doesn't check his right blind spot at all, and there were no checks out the back window. These are the observations the examiner will be looking out for. Ryan mounts a curb and doesn't notice until it's too late.
Oh, I messed up, you know.
Still 11 out of 10.
No.
Move off when you're ready, please. Sorry, I shouldn't be laughing.
No, that's fine. No.
A quick heads up for any of you that are learning to drive. Get the Ultimate Driving Course app. It's like having me as your instructor in your pocket, guiding you every step of the way. There's a video for every single topic you need to pass the driving test. Just watch the right one before your lesson and jump in the car already knowing what's what. No more wasting lesson time parked up going over the basics. You'll save around 15 to 20 minutes per session, learn faster and cut down on lesson costs. There's a lot of free content to get you on the road, and it's free to download on both Android and iOS.
Ryan shows good planning by anticipating that the bus may move off, but again he rushes for the clutch pedal.
Okay, now I want you to follow signs to West Bromwich now, yeah?
Doors.
Ryan exits the roundabout onto the right hand lane of the dual carriageway, so should move over to the left lane when it's safe. He continues to drive in the right hand lane. I'll speed up the video to save some time. On the approach to this roundabout, there is clear signage of which lane to select. Ryan selects this right hand lane to go straight ahead. He knew he was in the wrong lane but didn't switch lanes in time. On your driving test, if you're in the wrong lane, it's okay to go the wrong way. If Ryan had turned right, then this wouldn't have been marked as a serious fault.
So you do know you're supposed to be driving in the left-hand lane, yeah? But have you been driving in the right one all that time?
I don't know.
At this roundabout, I was impressed how Ryan followed the spiral marking.
Go up to there towards the van, then reverse into one of these bays for me.
Okay.
Yeah. So keep it straight and then reverse into any one of these bays, yeah?
During your driving test, you'll only be asked to do one manoeuvre, but I'm asking Ryan to do another one because of where we're finishing the test. I wanted to check if he carries out better observations than he did during the parallel parking manoeuvre. Unfortunately, the observations were the same. No checks out the back or his right blind spot. Position wise, he was inside both bay lines but didn't reverse enough so the front of our car was out of the bay.
You come back a little bit more, yeah?
Come back a little.
Yeah. So the front's hanging out a little bit still. Carry on. Carry on. Carry on. Carry on. That's it, that's fine.
Thank you.
Okay, so and switch off the engine for me. Just press that button. Right, anything that went overall?
Not bad. Not good.
Yeah, if that was your driving test, would you have passed or failed?
Failed probably.
Probably.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, you would have definitely failed, yeah. Okay. Look, overall, I can see you're a confident driver.
Yeah.
You're not a bad driver at all, but there's bad habits, yeah, which obviously your dad's done a brilliant job.
Yeah.
Taking you out in the car, yeah, you've got to this level where you're confident handling the car. You entered some of those roundabouts really well. Some roundabouts you did really well as well. Yeah, but there's a few bad habits which just a couple of lessons with a driving instructor will easily sort out for you, yeah. But even if I'm going to go through them now. When you get back in the car with your dad, if you start sorting these out,
Yeah.
you can. But if you keep driving how you're driving, it's going to be very hard to get out of these habits, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so first thing, try and keep both hands on the steering. They can't fail you for that, yeah. But it's just that left hand's there, yeah, on the gear stick.
Yeah.
All the time. And you know when you do the emergency stop, you're supposed to have two hands on the steering.
Okay.
You even did that with one hand.
Yeah.
Okay, so and after the emergency stop, you're supposed to use the handbrake, the parking brake, yeah, to secure the car. You didn't do that.
Okay.
But you hadn't done that before, so that's not a major issue. Yeah, your major issues are your mirrors. So whenever, like when we're exiting roundabouts, yeah, when we're changing lanes on roundabouts, brilliant. Yeah, where you know there's going to be extra danger, you do it. But general, just you're too casual with your mirrors. You know, before you signal, you're always supposed to check your mirrors first.
Okay.
There's a routine that we use called mirror signal maneuver.
Yeah.
So every time the examiner asks you to turn right or left, they're going to be looking at you for mirror checks first.
Okay.
There's no mirror checks before you signal.
Yeah.
Or sometimes you're doing your centre one, but it's got to be, if you're turning left, centre left, then signal. If you're turning right, centre right and signal. Okay, so get into that habit. As soon as you turn right or left, before you signal, mirrors. Okay, and then, because that kept happening all the way through it.
Yeah.
And then, okay, your first serious fault was, you know when I asked you to park up for the first time? On the left, yeah. And there was another lane of car in front of us, yeah, and then I asked you to move off. When you're moving off, you're doing your checks. There's a white car coming from behind.
Yeah, there was.
You saw it, yeah? I don't know if you're using two minds or what. Now, if you are, just don't move. What did you do?
I moved.
Yeah, you kept going, and then that car started flashing at you, but you shouldn't have moved. It was too close.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. After that, all you moving off after that was good, but that thing would have failed your test. Yeah, you're moving off. You got to be. If there is someone coming, don't think I can quickly rush out in front of him. Okay, assess their speed. Then we've talked about the main story, a parallel park here. Did you realise early on that you were on the pavement or not?
When I was doing behind the blue car?
Yeah.
I didn't look.
Okay, so that your judgment, but even here now, like this parking, you're brilliantly inside the bay, yeah. But observations, before you reverse, you got to check all around.
Yeah.
There's three things that the examiners look for on the manoeuvres, yeah. Your accuracy, which obviously here was good. On the other manoeuvre you messed up, yeah. Your control is good, yeah. But then your observations, you've got to check all around. And you know, with any of these manoeuvres, you know when you steer to the left and your car swings out, just stop the car a second and have a look all around, especially that right blind spot. You weren't checking the right blind spot. You're looking over to that side, but you weren't checking the right blind spot.
Yeah.
Okay, so that would be a serious fault there. And then, like all your roundabouts, your lane selection was good, yeah. The first roundabout that we did where you had a choice of two lanes, yeah, you know if you have a choice of two lanes, they go the same direction, which lane should you choose?
One on the left.
One on the left. On the first one, you chose the right one, which is fine because it's marked for straight ahead, yeah. You check your mirrors, you moved over, fine. But then, towards the end, we were going straight ahead, and there was signs telling you which lane to use, yeah, for straight ahead. You could use the left one and the middle one. You use the right one.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, you know if you're in that kind of situation, yeah. So if you know you're in the wrong lane and you can't change lanes, because you can't change your lanes on the roundabout. If you've entered the roundabout in that right-hand lane, which way should you have gone?
Right.
Just go right. Yeah. You cannot fail for going the wrong way.
Yeah. Okay.
If you do don't put yourself in that situation. But if you do, just don't use that lane to go straight ahead. Just go whichever way that lane takes you. Yeah. Okay. That's the safest thing to do. But you had the knowledge there, because I could see as soon as you enter the roundabout, you're like, the look on your face like, damn, I should be in that lane. Yeah, you should have selected that lane on approach. But always try and keep to the left.
Okay.
And then another serious was you kept driving in the right hand lane.
Yeah.
Again, you had the knowledge there. Then you're like, I don't know why I did it. Yeah. And so when you got a serious for that serious seat belt, yeah. Okay. Right, any questions?
No, thank you, Ross. Thank you.
Right, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.